It was a quiet winter afternoon on February 19th, 1971, when two teenage hitchhikers made a chilling discovery beneath an overpass in Lake Panasoffkee, Florida. Hidden beneath the water and brush, they found the body of a young woman. Her hands were clenched, her neck encircled by a man's leather belt. She had been strangled, and then dumped like trash. She wore a green plaid pantsuit, a green and yellow floral poncho, a Baylor wristwatch on her left arm, and a thin gold ring on her left hand, set with a small transparent stone. Maybe a wedding ring, maybe not. But what they didn't find was any ID. No purse, no name, and no one ever came forward to claim her. For decades, she's been known only by the name investigators gave her, Little Miss Lake Panasoffkee. She was estimated to be between 17 and 24 years old, roughly 5'2", around 110 to 120 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes. Her body showed no signs of decay, meaning she had only been dead for about a month, likely killed sometime in mid to late January 1971. The medical examiner ruled her death a homicide. A man's size 36 belt had been wrapped tightly around her neck and fastened. The cause of death was ligature strangulation. But it wasn't just the killing that left investigators stunned. It was the complete absence of any identity. No one had reported her missing. No one came looking. She had expensive dental work, silver fillings, and a porcelain crown. She'd also had orthopedic surgery on her ankle, a procedure known as the Watson-Jones technique, which was more commonly performed outside the US, particularly in Europe. She had also given birth at least once in her life, according to the autopsy. And still, nothing. Police issued composite sketches and circulated her story across Florida and beyond. Her clothes, her jewelry, even her watch, all were made public in hopes someone might recognize them. They called in forensic artists. In 1986, they exhumed her body to try again. Still, no answers came. In 1992, her case was featured on the show Unsolved Mysteries. It brought nationwide attention, but again, no match, no name. Then in 2012, 4 decades after her murder, scientists used isotope testing on her teeth and hair. What they found changed the trajectory of the investigation. The data suggested she had spent most of her childhood and adolescence in southern Europe, possibly around Lavrion, Greece. Even more compelling, the analysis showed she had likely arrived in the United States less than a year before her death. Authorities contacted Greek-American communities in Florida, especially in Tarpon Springs, a major hub for Greek immigrants. They released flyers in both English and Greek. A few tips trickled in, one even claiming she looked like a girl named Constantina who had studied abroad through a cultural exchange program. But nothing could be confirmed. That lead vanished like all the others. Was she an exchange student who disappeared before anyone realized she was missing? A young woman promised a new life in America, only to be betrayed. Her dental work was high quality. Her clothes weren't cheap. Someone must have cared about her. Once. The location where she was found, beneath the I-75 overpass, is remote, a place you don't stumble upon by accident. Whoever left her there knew the area, knew she wouldn't be found right away. Maybe they never expected her to be found at all. And then there's the belt, still fastened around her neck, a size 36, likely belonging to her killer. Why leave it? Was it a message, a mistake, or was the killer just that confident he'd never be caught? Despite all the forensic advancements, despite DNA testing, facial reconstructions, and national broadcasts, she remains unidentified. Her killer has never been found. Her story remains frozen in time. It's possible that someone out there knows exactly who she was. A friend, a neighbor, a relative, someone who remembers a girl who disappeared in 1971 and was never seen again. The truth is, someone somewhere remembers her. Someone might even be watching this video right now. This young woman deserves more than a nickname. She deserves her name back. She deserves justice. So we ask, who was Little Miss Lake Panasoffkee? Was she a visitor in the wrong place at the wrong time? Or was she targeted, silenced, and forgotten? And here's the haunting part. What if someone knew exactly who she was and chose never to say a word? Drop your thoughts and theories in the comments. Could you be the one who sees the detail everyone else has missed? Because sometimes, even decades later, the silence breaks.